Hello, 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 and welcome to the Southern Belle channel. Thank you ever so much for tuning in tonight. I am so blessed to be able to have a YouTube channel and have this fun game show. I know some of y'all probably think, oh, all she does is auctions on her lives, or all of her videos are just what she saved from the landfill with her dumpster diving. But I do have a fun stuff too, and I look so forward to this fun game show. And Samantha Sessions does such a great job of booking new and fun and interesting contestants every week. And I am so blessed to have her. If you read my YouTube community post, you will know that my guests for tonight will be Adventures with Victoria and Arc Wildman Survival. So I am so thrilled and excited to have them there to hopefully make some new friends, to play some new categories, and hopefully this will be a great time of G-rated, family-friendly entertainment. If you would, please go ahead, pretty please, and click the thumbs up. Also, you can click the share button, and that will allow you to share this to all of your Discords. Hopefully, you're also a member of my Discord, because just like you can join as many YouTube channels as you want to, you can join up to 1,000 Discord channels. Also, you can share it out on your Facebook. My moderator, Renee, has recently made a Facebook fans friends page for me. I'm not personally on Facebook and don't have any access to it, but I totally trust her in order to share it out and publicize what's going on in the channel. So go ahead and share it out to all of your social media, because our players tonight are players that people are going to want to see and follow. If you're already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and press the subscribe button, and you might as well turn on notifications so that you know when I go live, either with an auction or this game show, or when I release a video. Spoiler alert, about an hour ago, I did release a video, and it was a jackpot score from the Bath and Body Works dumpster. All of their testers. So let me make some channel announcements before we begin, and then we'll welcome some people. So the channel announcements are, you may have noticed that my icon for tonight, which all of my background decor is always for sale, and this is no exception. This is an example of just some of the merchandise I will have at my pop-up Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time auction. Now, I am so thrilled that y'all vote every single week for the Viewer's Choice auction theme on my YouTube community page. And the theme that y'all selected this week is Southern Scents by Southern Belle. And so we are going to have all kinds of fabulous scented products. A few people were a little bit worried if they didn't use scented products on their body. I realize some people are allergic, some people are fragrance free. And we will have some lotions, some hand soaps, some body scrubs, but fear not. We will also have scented items for other things, such as for your car, air fresheners for the air, plug-ins. We will have candles. We will have even dryer sheets, essential oils, and essential oil warmers, wax warmers, and wax melts to go in the wax warmers. And as the afternoon goes by, you will see so many different scented products. The one I'm featuring in the background is called a sweetie pie candle. Now, how Southern is that? I have to say, growing up, sweetie pie was something that my mother called me, my mother called my sister, my mother called basically everybody, because it was a high compliment and a term of endearment. And they have made it into a candle. This candle is a huge 18 ounces. That's right, over a pound. A pound is 16 ounces, but this fantastic candle, which comes with a lid, comes in a nice glass jar, is 18 ounces. Just imagine how long this candle is going to last. And it will be available tomorrow at the low starting bid of $7. unless somebody snatches it tonight in the chat. So, my other channel announcements will be join me for my weekend auctions, which on Saturday are at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sunday night, it's delayed until 9 p.m. That way you can have dinner with your family. You can go out with your spouse on a night for the town, or you can even watch a few other auctions of my friends. And then before bed, head over to mine, pick up a few bargain items. Don't forget, I've got the Belle's Bargain Bonanza at the very beginning so that people tune in from the get-go. And we will have a fun auction. And then that brings us back to Monday night, where next Monday, Samantha already has some great guests lined up. So, without further ado, I say, laissez bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. So, let's welcome some people. The woman behind this game show is Samantha Sessions, so let me welcome her. Welcome, welcome. I see we already have my next contestant waiting in the chat, Mr. Ark Wildman Survival. Thank you so much for waiting in the chat rather than the back room, because the more people in the back room, the more my connection buffers. I see we have Larry, Mr. LL Stash. Welcome, welcome. And if you're lurking, pop in the chat. Say hi. I'd love to welcome you in. Now, if you are a new viewer, let me tell you how this game show works. This is a game show called Last Word. And we all like to have the last word in life, but also in this game, it determines the winner. So the way it works is the contestants get to pick the categories. Woohoo! I always tell them, pick a category in which you are an expert, in which you have plenty of answers. This way, you're more likely to win. So they pick the category, and then once they pick the category, we go back and forth giving answers within the category until one of three things happens. Either one of us gets stumped, or one of us gives an accidental duplication, or one of us gets a wrong answer. And we do have an answer checker who I can pop into the frame in order to ask her virtual assistant if there's an answer we are unsure if it is right or wrong. And my official answer checker is Canadian girl Renee. That's right. This show is open to people of all countries, of all backgrounds, all geographies, and open to everyone because it is G-rated and family friendly. So that's how the game show works. An example would be if the category was condiments and my guest said mustard, I said mayo, my guest said honey mustard, I said soy sauce, and we went back and forth like that. Easy peasy. Okay, let me bring up my first contestant for tonight, which is Adventures by Victoria. I have to tell y'all, this is my first time meeting her, and I will never forget when I first found her about 2 years ago. She had a Christmas concert. That's right, a Christmas concert. That was the first time somebody said, hey, you've got to tune in. Let me send you the link. This one is a Sunday morning talk show. I've never seen it. You'll never see it, but tune in for this concert. It is going to be so great. She is a phenomenal singer, and you will love her smile, her energy, and her positive vibes. And so I tuned in, and for song after song after song, my heart was gladdened, my spirit was lifted, and it was a fantastic time to become familiar with Victoria.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, nice. That was so nice.
And welcome to Kim. So tell us about you personally, and then after, tell us about your wonderful channel.
Okay. My name is Victoria. I have Adventures with Victoria as my channel name. My personal life, I have two children that are grown and out of the house. They live in different states, which sucks, but you know what? That's what it is, right? I mean, nothing we can do about it when they grow up and move out. We can't, those apron strings only tie so far. What else? I'm married, been married for 26 years, 27 years. I'm losing count. That's really bad to say, but I am losing count.
Congratulations.
that's a little bit about me.
Wonderful. And tell everybody about your channel.
Okay. My channel is, like I said, it's Adventures with Victoria. And what I do is I do a show every morning. I've been doing it for, I took 2 months off, but I've been doing it for almost three and a half years now, 2.5 years now, something like that. A long time, a long time. I do a morning show. It's at 8 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, from 8 to 9. And then I do an auction on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Victoria's loud. I do an auction at 10 a.m. On my channel, and it's called, I just started it a couple weeks ago. It's called Mystery Bags. It's all I do is I have 5 mystery bags and we auction them off, and it takes about an hour. And then once someone wins the mystery bag, I will open it up and show them what they won. So we do that. And then Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do an auction with Nana Tink Treasures. We've done that for a couple of years now. We do that. And then at 10 a.m. on Fridays, I do an auction with Ella, Save Here First. And we've been doing that for a while now. I don't know, probably 2 or 3 months we've been doing that. So that's been a lot of fun. And then I take the weekends
Wonderful.
off. No.
Well, I am so glad to hear that. Samantha, make sure you're dropping Victoria's link so that anybody who isn't already subscribed can subscribe, and they don't. That way, they won't miss her morning show if they're up that early, and her fabulous auctions. So, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being on the show and your positive attitude. What is your first category for today?
Minion names. You can see I love minions. I have minions
Oh
all over the
my.
place. So minion names is my first category. Do you want me to go first?
Yes, please.
All right. So Kevin is one of the minions in the shows. Kevin.
Okay, wonderful. I do have to admit that while I've sold a few minion collectible items, until recently, I didn't know they had names, and now I wished I had been listening to my moderator, Canadian girl Renee, when she was trying to tell me what some of their names are. But fortunately, we have 3 Ask the Audiences, so I'm just going to get right to it and ask the audience. So, audience, go ahead and flood the chat with all of the names of minions. Now, we've already had Kevin said, so no need to type Kevin in, but hopefully you know some of the other ones besides Kevin, and you can help me out. Okay, I'm going to go with Stuart.
Okay. Then I will
Okay.
go with Bob.
Okay, I'm going to use my second Ask the Audience. So, y'all tell me a few more. So, I might as well let them help me while my Ask the Audiences are still up for grabs before I just start guessing, although they seem to have some nice, possibly guessable names. I'm probably the only person that hasn't seen a Minion movie. When you don't
No
have kids, you just
way.
don't watch a lot of animation or any animation. Okay, Renee,
I,
you got any more minion names for me, honey? I need some help, or anybody else who's watching or lurking, even.
I haven't seen them all, but I have seen a couple of them. They're cute. I mean, they are for kids, but they're just so cute. They're just so cute.
Well, that's the great thing about so many animated movies is they are family friendly and they will work on different levels for all ages.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, any other suggestions? Otherwise, I am down to guessing. Okay, let's see. Well, oh, Mike. I'm going to use my second Ask the Audience, and I'm going to say Mike. Thank you, Renee.
Okay. Not even sure if Mike is one of them. I have no idea on that one. Um,
Okay. Well,
All right.
we can officially check the answer.
How do we do that?
So let me give I'll show you. Renee is going to click the link, and she is my official answer checker. She has a virtual assistant device where she can ask, and the virtual assistant device will say whether the answer is correct or incorrect.
Well, she said those are from
I'm
Siri,
sorry,
so
they are
Mike must be one.
okay. All right.
She said,
Thank you,
I'll just
Renee.
look. Okay, so you said Steve,
Actually, I
or you
said
said Mike.
Mike.
You said Mike. You said Mike. All right, then I
Mhm.
am going to say Carl.
Okay. And I'm going to use my third ask the audience and say Steve. And after this, I am down to just guessing.
Okay. Jerry is another one.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go with Mark. Is there a Mark?
There is. There is a Mark.
There
All right.
is. Okay.
There is a Mark. Okay, Lance.
All right. I'm going to keep going with gospel writers. How about Matthew?
I don't know about Matthew. Renee, you'll have to check that one. I don't know about Matthew.
Well, they all seem to be easy to pronounce. So, and there was a Mark and a John. So I thought, well, I'm just going to go with Matthew. When you're guessing, it's just a guess. But it's probably wrong. But every now and then, even a guess can turn out to be right. And if y'all aren't already subscribed to Victoria, make sure you click the link that Samantha is dropping so that you can connect with her channel. And I see that there is a plentitude of great answers, but I have already used all three of my Ask the Audiences. But I can definitely give you credit for the wonderful answers that are being given. Okay, apparently I've had a incorrect answer. Imagine that. So that means that Victoria wins. Everybody in the chat, congratulate Victoria. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
And of course, the best way to congratulate her is by to subscribe to her channel and connect to her content. Leave her some comments on her recent videos and lives. Let her know that you came from the Southern Belle channel so she knows that her time here was well spent. Okay, next, let's go with your second category of the night.
Okay, the second category I had to see what I sent to Samantha is places to get reselling inventory. Places to get
Okay.
reselling inventory. So, do you want to go first this time?
No, the guest goes first every single
Okay.
time as a matter of Southern hospitality.
Okay. So, the first place that I can think of is thrift stores.
Okay. Well, I'm going to draw from personal experience, which my parents, sadly enough, died a few years ago. So I have been going through their house, liquidating it. So I'm going to say the homes of beloved loved ones.
Okay. Also, there is yard sales.
Okay. I'm going to say buying from other auctions.
Ooh, good one. Okay, there is let's see, thrift stores, yard sales. Trying to think. Oh, there's wholesale places where you can go and purchase inventory.
Yes. I'm going to say online seller websites.
Good one. You could actually, oh well, that would probably be online seller. That'd be the same thing. Where else? You can get inventory from friends and family that are going to donate it to a thrift store anyway.
Great. That's very creative. You said yard sales, but it's a little similar, but a little different. Estate sales, when a random person you don't know has passed and their descendants just want to sell off the items.
Yep, yep, you can do that. Another way that you can get inventory is you can actually go and purchase clearance in items from the stores and resell it.
Absolutely. Great. Um, you can from craft bazaars.
Very good. You can also get inventory from around your own house.
Yes, yes, yes,
Things that you don't
yes.
want anymore.
I'm going to say flea markets.
Ooh, good one. Let me see. You can also get inventory from dumpster diving.
Very good. I should have said that one myself. I'm going to say antique stores.
Ooh, that was really good. You can also get inventory from church sales.
Ooh, good one. And similar to a church sale, but not religiously affiliated, are those charity military organization sales like the American Legion and VFW and
Yes,
those kind of veteran sales.
yes, yes, yes. You can also get inventory from libraries when they have book sales.
Ooh, very creative. I'm going to say, because Ark Wildman Survival is my next guest, you can get inventory from your own backyard, whether
Ooh,
it is nuts or pine cones for crafts, seeds from your flowers to resell. I'm sure there's got to be way more backyard items that people would love to have.
that's a good one. That's a good one. Do I get asked the audience?
You get three, I get
Okay.
three.
All right. So I'm going to use mine. I'm going to ask the audience, what are ways that you can get inventory that we haven't already said?
Okay, so everybody in the audience, go ahead and type, flood the chat with great ideas for Victoria to pick amongst. Try as hard as you can not to say something we have already said.
Uh-oh, not getting any new
So give just
ideas.
a minute for the lag while the answers come in. It takes just a minute with the lag for the answers to come in.
Yeah, I already said thrift stores, so both of the Larry's and Arcs is out of the question. I can't do those again because both of those are thrift stores. Let me think. Let me think. I already said dumpster diving. Um, what is another way you can get inventory? Um, oh, you can go trash picking. You know, like
Yes,
people's garbage
on the
that they set out by
curbside.
the road.
Right. Curbside picking. Very good. Um, my next answer, I'm not sure if any of y'all have watched the magnet channels or any of the trying to think what it's actually called, metal detecting channels, but I have seen
Ooh,
them take their metal detectors and go out on sides of road and countryside and beaches, and they find things and they clean them up. They show you how beautiful they are, and those could absolutely be resold.
yes, they could. They could definitely. I like Renee's answer. Can I take that as my second ask
Yes,
question?
yes,
Making
yes,
it,
yes.
making your own stuff. Yeah. Like
Great
making
idea.
earrings or jewelry or candy or cookies or baked goods or whatever. You can make it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to use my first Ask the Audience, and I'm going to take the suggestion from Ark Wildman. There are so many blessed giveaways. It seems like so many of the channels are luring people to the auction with these promises of giveaways. And
Yep.
granted, sometimes you have to buy something to get it. Sometimes they never actually send it, but a few times they do. And so if for some reason you go to the auction and you actually win and they actually mail it to you, you could possibly, in a perfect world, resell that giveaway item. So
You
thank
could.
you, Mr. Ark Wildman.
Another way that you could get giveaways is um trying to think how some of the ways I've gotten give stuff, not giveaways, inventory. Another way you could give inventory is you could actually go into a bank, buy a bunch of quarters, go through them, and if you find a good quarter, you could actually get inventory by changing in your cash all the time. Just changing that $500
Absolutely.
back in, back in, back in until you find, a unique dollar bill or a unique coin that you can resell. That's a stretch.
Excellent. Super
People do
smart.
it.
No, that's fine. We have something down south called white elephant. I don't know if that you have that where
Yep.
you live, but it's basically a re-gifting idea. So
Yep.
you could sell items that you've been gifted for Christmas or birthday
True.
or graduation.
True. True. Um, I will take my third ask the thing, and I'm going to say Amazon. Amazon is a really good place to get stuff that you could resell, especially if you can find it really, really cheap.
Okay, good. Let's see. What have we not said yet?
It's hard, right? I didn't think it'd be this hard.
Um, my next answer is going to be by commission. You could find a
Ooh,
friend and ask them, could you make, and you could commission them to make some pieces and then get your inventory that way just by hiring somebody to make you some custom items.
yeah, yeah, you could do that. Um, my way, what would I do? Most of everything that
And you
they're
still have
saying
one
is
more
already,
Ask the Audience.
yeah, but the most of that we've already said. Um, like curbside trash days, I've already said pick up the neighbor's trash, or trash pickup. Um, free stuff, we've already said that from getting free stuff from your friends and family. We've already said online, like Amazon, Poshmark, that kind of stuff. We've already said that. How else would you get inventory? Um, I really can't think of another way. I have no idea.
Are you admitting to being stumped?
I am stumped. I'm certainly stumped. Can't think of anything else that's unique, that's new, that's not, like eBay, Poshmark, all that. That's the same thing basically. It's online auctions. Um,
It is.
yeah, I'm stumped. I'm stumped. I can't think of another thing.
Okay.
Could you think of
Well, if
anything
you
else?
want to end the round because you're stumped, we can. I was going to also say in person auctions, where you sit in the folding chair and
Oh,
the guy actually
yeah.
drops the gavel.
That would have been a
So,
good one.
and I also like Renee's answer of Facebook groups.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
like Larry's idea of free stuff cyber alerts. I didn't know that there was a way to get a cyber alert, but that sounds like a great idea. So there's always great
Fun.
ideas in the chat. Well, let's
Oh
go
yeah,
on to
pawn
the third
stores. I didn't even think about
category.
that. Didn't even think about. Oh yeah, storage units. Didn't think about that. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Brenda, hello, hello. How did we not
Hey
think of
Brenda.
storage units? Because that is a whole huge um, part of YouTube,
Yeah,
and even part of YouTube auctions are the
yeah.
storage unit
Never even
auctions.
thought of that. Well, I never do them, so yeah, I never even thought of that.
Well,
Oh.
I don't do them either, and we just forgot about them. And it just shows sometimes you get so narrowly focused on what you do or what you watch other people do that you forget about some of the big
Exactly.
genres.
Exactly. All right, you win that round.
Okay, so the score is tied 1-1, and we go on to the third category. What is the
So
third category you have picked, Victoria?
the third category is different side hustles, different ways that you can make money, not at a traditional job, just something that's not traditional. I mean, it might be traditional in today's sense, but it's not. You're not working for the man. You're working for yourself.
Okay,
So the first one, reselling.
of course.
Reselling, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to say making crafts.
Good job. Good job. Okay, I'm going to say a YouTube channel. Lots of people have very successful YouTube channels because they put in the work for it and they get really good money for it. So, YouTube channels.
Great. I'm going to say DJing on the weekends for weddings and parties.
That's
You
good.
book your
That's
own gift, you make your own money.
good. I'm going to say um like being a home baker, like you bake wedding cakes and cookies and party cakes and stuff like that.
Larry, the category is side hustles, where you work for yourself. Okay, I'm going to say singing. Whether you're singing in the subway, you're singing in the town square, wherever you're singing, as long as you have a tip jar or an open guitar case.
All right. I'm going to say places like Fiverr, or places like that where you do tasks for money. You might, do something with a spreadsheet or make something, a GIF for somebody or something that you do like a Fiverr type website.
Okay, I'm going to say being a home repair fix it guy.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna
Welcome to
say,
Joe Morgan.
hey Joe. I'm gonna say dog walking. Like you can walk other people's dogs. They have websites for that. Oh, I don't remember what they are right now. Like Wag, I think Wag is one of them. It's
Right.
apps where you can set up and people will hire you just to go and walk their dog.
Okay. I'm going to say giving lessons, whether it's singing lessons, acting lessons, penmanship, photography, any and all kinds of lessons.
Okay. And my next one was going to be online tutoring. Like if a child needs help in class, you would teach
Right.
them how to do math or how to read or whatever it is, online tutoring.
Good one. Okay. I'm going to say a side hustle could be a social media influencer who
Yep.
reviews products and tells whether they're good or bad and uses their millions of followers to promote products.
To promote product. Yeah. I'm going to say delivering any type of food like Uber Eats, DoorDash, Amazon Flex. They deliver groceries or food, or well, Amazon Flex does, like, but a delivery type service that you work as a 1099 employee, I guess. So that type of thing.
Well, if you're limiting it to food, then I'm going to go the other direction and say a courier of documents.
Career of documents. Okay. And then I'm also going to say a person that will pick people up like Uber, and there's another one I can't remember what it's called. You pick them up and you take them like from the airport to whatever to wherever you're carrying. You're a taxi basically.
Right. Okay. I'm going to say the you've been served guy, because all of the attorneys have to have an official person that they hire just off the cuff to serve documents and to make sure they get to the right person, and have proof of that. So
Okay, that's a good one. What else? What else can you do? Oh, you could do like exercise classes. You could even do those online, like exercise classes where you have people that pay you and then they come on and you do the exercise class with them, or you're work out of a like a YMCA. They don't hire the people, but they have people that come in like on a
right.
1099 basis and work that way. At least I don't think they hire them. So
Okay.
that kind of
Well, based on what I've seen on TV, I believe there are people who look for the people who have skipped bonds and skipped bail, and they try to hunt these people down. And I believe they get 10% finder's fee from either the government or the lawyer that's looking for them when they're able to locate these absconders.
that would be a scary job. I wouldn't want to do it. Um, Let me see. What else is there? Babysitting. I don't think we've said that yet, have we? You could
Haven't said it.
babysit other kids or other parents' kids so that they can work outside the home.
I'm going to say photography, meaning everything from weddings to being a paparazzi to even photographing local news, because as long as you can sell it to some magazine or newspaper, you are making a commission on your photograph.
That's a good idea, or that's a good one. Um, Trying to think of some that we haven't said. Um, See, we already said reseller.
And don't
Um,
forget, you've got 3 Ask the Audiences.
oh yeah, let me ask the audience. I'm going to ask the audience, what kind of jobs are out there that you're not working for the man, you're working on your own. You're the boss. Oh, you know what? Well, I've already asked. I'll save that one for next time. I just
Good
thought of
plan.
one. Oh, that's a good one. Medical supplies deliverer. Like somebody will go and grab it and then take it to somewhere else. Medical supplies deliverer.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
I'm going to say a telemarketer.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right. What I was going to say before, well, oh, you guys are giving some good ones, but I'm not going to use another thing yet. What I was going to say, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say like weddings, like people that will that get they're not really preachers, but they're licensed by the state in order to be able to do a wedding. I don't remember what they're called.
Officiators.
Yeah, an
Officiate.
officiator. Yeah. So and then people pay them to officiate their weddings. So I'll say an officiator.
Okay. Likewise, I've said a person who sings, but there's also bands that play for weddings, bands that play for
Yeah.
bar mitzvahs, that just play in local lounges.
True, true. All right. So I'm going to say the people that rent the bounce houses, like for parties and stuff. You can rent your own bounce house and
Okay.
bring it out to a
Mhm.
party.
Yes, that's a good one. The wedding idea, there are many people who will do floral arrangements.
Oh yeah.
They're not part of a florist, just like when you talked about earlier, people who are not bakers and don't work for a bakery, they
Mhm.
just make cakes in their spare time. There are also people who in spare time.
Yes, yes. I'm going to say personal shopper. There's people that are shut-ins or older people that can't get out, and they have personal
Ooh.
shoppers for
Mhm.
them.
That is a good one.
You gave me
Let's
the idea.
see. Okay. Oh, those guys that trim the trees. I'm pretty sure they are all independent, and they are some
Yeah.
expensive.
So tree trimmers, is that what you're saying?
Yes. Mhm.
All right. Then I'm going to say on the same kind of thing, yard people. We used to hire a guy before we moved into the rental where he would actually come out and he'd mow our lawn, and he did several people in the neighborhood, and he made money that way. That was his job. I mean, that was he
Right.
didn't work for
Mhm.
the man. He did his own lawn mowing business.
I'm going to say a fisherman.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
They catch it and
Um,
then they just sell it directly at the fisherman's wharf.
okay, I'm gonna say. um, I was thinking about it when we were talking earlier.
And you
Somewhat.
still
Well,
have
no, no.
3. Ask your audience.
I asked once. I used one.
Okay, so you have 2
Okay,
left.
I will use Samantha. I'll do the ask the audience, and I'll use Samantha's notary.
Ooh, good
A notary.
one. Let's see, what have we not said? I'm going to say well, that's probably too similar. Well, you can tell me if it's too similar. If it's too similar, it will be considered a duplicate answer and I will lose with grace. I know you said babysitter, but how about adult sitter? For people who
Oh,
are ill and
yeah.
need some home care, not home health, because you do have to be licensed and accredited
Yeah,
in
I know what
order
you're
to
talking about.
give
Well,
health
that's
care.
a good one.
But you can just, be a sitter with somebody elderly. Hello,
Yeah.
Shelby.
Hey, Shelby. That is a good one. No, I think that's different than babysitting.
Okay.
Um, hmm, jobs. It's just hard when you've gone through so many of them. Um,
It is, and you still have your Ask the Audience. So, anybody who's just joined us, the category is jobs that you don't work for the man, where you work for yourself, where they're an extra income gig. So go ahead and give Victoria some great ideas. I know we have
I got
said
one.
so much, but if you can think of something else, you
Window
shout it out.
cleaner. I'll do window cleaner.
Ooh, that's a good one. I keep thinking that almost everybody who works at the Renaissance Festival is like a gig. But I hate to just start naming out every crazy performer they have there, since I've already said a few different performers. Um, but that's what comes to my mind is that they are all such artisans there and amazing stunt performers. Um, but I don't want to get on a jag of just naming all of those. Um, let's see, what else have we not said? I think we've said just about everything else other than the artistic, creative type stuff.
We've said a lot. We've said
Um,
a lot.
We have. I think I am going to announce that I am stumped. So Victoria has stumped me. So Victoria wins 2-1.
Aw,
Everybody in the chat, congratulate Victoria. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip
that was
hooray! Hip
that
hip
was fun though.
hooray! It
That was
was
fun.
fun. You
You
picked
had
great. categories.
Aw, thank
And if
you.
y'all have
You
not
you
already subscribed to Adventures with Victoria, Samantha is dropping her link. She has picked some of the most fun categories, which were relatable, easy to understand, things that we've all either done or hired. So these were fantastic. Thank you ever
Aw,
so
thank you.
much. But I do want to twist your arm to see if you will come back someday and give me a rematch.
Yes, yes, just let me know when.
Okay, well, Samantha will book you sometime
Okay.
next month. So hopefully later in July, you can find a Monday with a few minutes and we can play
Okay.
again.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you
so much.
ever
And
so much.
thank you, Samantha, for reaching out to me. All right. I'll talk to you guys
Okay.
later. Bye, Belle.
Okay. Bye bye. And our next contestant is going to be Mr. Ark Wildman Survival. Welcome, Ark.
Hello, Belle. Good to see you.
The pleasure is mine. Well, tell anybody who might not be familiar with you about yourself and then after about your channel.
I ain't much to tell about me, but my channel I do bushcraft and survival and wild medicinals and plants and mushrooms and edible
Now,
plants.
what is
Mushrooms.
bushcraft? Tell me and anybody else in the chat who might not be familiar with that word, what it means and how it works.
It's kind of like just going out in nature and like building a lean-to and doing overnights and you can carve like stuff from the land, like your food essentials, like spoons and whatever you're going to use, or a cup. And
Okay. So is it like whittling?
well, that's part of it, but other is like making fires from like primitive ways, like flint and steel and a ferrocerium rod or something, and then cooking your meals and stuff outdoors. And
And for anybody not familiar with you, tell us about your avatar, what it means, and why you picked it to represent you and your channel.
well, I do fur trapping too, and that's a beaver.
Okay, well, it's a cute little button nose. Okay, Samantha, if you'll start dropping Ark's link so that people can subscribe and follow him and get to know him. Thank you ever so much for being on here tonight.
But I do
What?
also
Mhm.
karaoke on Saturday nights and church in the Wildwoods on Sunday.
Okay, tell us about each of those shows, what specific time and what the format is.
Uh, Karaoke is 8 o'clock on Friday nights. I said Saturday, but I meant Friday. And
Okay,
it's
and tell
like
people what type of music. And okay, and how do they
gospel,
sign up
whatever.
if they want to perform?
I usually
Okay.
have a link that I'll drop, and they can come up and sing along.
Oh, wonderful. And tell us about your church
Uh,
broadcast.
we I just go out in nature, whether it's in the forest or by a riverside, and we have like a church service where they're singing and preaching and just a good old time.
And tell us about, I'm assuming that's on Sunday, and tell us what time.
It's 9:45 every Sunday
Okay,
morning.
wonderful. All right. What is your first category for tonight?
Medicinal plants.
Medicinal plants. Okay, you get to begin.
Yarrow.
And how is it medicinal? Are you going to tell us so that we can learn a little something as we play, or are you just naming them?
I can basically tell you some of the things they're good. It's good for, like yarrow is a good blood stop, and we can dry the leaves and powder it, and it clogs the blood.
Okay.
Uh, and also it's a diuretic, and
Enough said about that. I think we know what that is. Okay, good. I'm going to go with aloe. Would you be kind enough to tell the audience how aloe is medicinal?
well, it's really good for the skin, and plus burns. Like it's a good plant to have around in your kitchen. If you burn yourself or something, you put some aloe on it.
Okay. And we go back to you for the next answer.
Uh, Sage.
Okay. And how is sage medicinal?
You can use it as a gargle for sore throat, and it's really good because it's high in tannic acid.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Now, some of these might be a little bit of a guess, and you just tell me if I get some of these wrong. You won't hurt my feelings at all. I'm trying to think of ingredients that I've seen in other things. How about ginseng? Would ginseng be considered medicinal?
Yeah, according to Chinese medicine, it's a medicinal plant.
Okay,
Uh, Ginger. Ginger is good for soothing like
okay,
the stomach and stuff like that.
all right. How about lavender? Is lavender considered medicinal?
It's used a lot in aromatherapy.
Okay.
Uh, the mint families is real good for teas and for soothing baths that helps open your pores and relax you.
Oh, that's good to know. Um, I'm going to guess rose hips. Any chance rose hips are medicinal?
They're full of vitamin C.
Okay.
Uh, your plantain is medical too. It's good in salves and for stings and bites, and also it pulls splinters and stuff. If you have a splinter, you can make a poultice of the plantain plant.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, in that case, after years of watching Survivor, I'm going to guess coconuts. Any chance coconuts are somehow medicinal?
I don't know about that one.
Okay. Well, I think I've just given a wrong answer, but I certainly gave it my best try. So, Ark wins. So, everybody in the chat, congratulate Ark, and we'll say hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! But of course, the best way to congratulate him is to click subscribe on the link that Samantha is dropping to his channel. So, what will your second category for tonight be?
Fur bearing animals,
Okay, fur bearing animals. You get to start.
beaver.
Okay, how about a squirrel?
Yeah, they do sell squirrel fur, so yeah, that would count.
Oh, let me ask this for clarification. When you say fur bearing, you mean animals that have fur on their bodies or fur that is commercially sold?
That's commercially bought and sold.
Okay, all right. We go back to you.
Opossum,
Okay, I'm going to say a mink.
raccoon,
Rabbit.
uh, bobcat,
Um, Fox.
Coyote.
Um, I'm going to use my first ask the audience. And I'm going to use Renee's answer of bear. Is there any chance people actually buy bear fur?
Yes, they do. Uh,
Okay.
Ermine, which is uh, a weasel in Canada, uh, which they're called ermine in Canada.
Okay. Okay, let's see what else. I'm going to use my second ask the audience. So y'all flood the chat with answers of fabulous furs that we have not yet said. See, I think hides are different than furs. Um, so that's why I was trying to avoid all the various leathers and snake and alligator and all that kind of stuff because I'm pretty sure that there's a difference in fur and hide. Can you hear me? I think I may be buffering.
I can hear you
Let me know if
good.
you. Okay. I'm going to go with a chinchilla.
Yeah, they do market chinchilla fur. They have fur farms where chinchilla is used.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Otter, river otter.
Okay, I'm going to use my second ask the audience, and I'm going to take Renee's answer of wolverine. Any chance they use the
Hmm.
fur of a wolverine?
Yep. Fisher.
Really? Okay. And I'm going to use up my third ask the audience. I've never even heard of this animal. Maybe it's just not available down south. Is there an animal called a marten? And if so, what is it?
It's a northern animal,
Oh, okay.
and my next one will be muskrat.
I am so surprised that that, that would be an answer. Okay. Well, I've got no more ask the audience. I am down to just guessing. Um, Gopher? Is it possible to sell a gopher fur? Probably
See,
not, but better to guess wrong than give up.
see, gopher is same as woodchuck, isn't it?
I have absolutely no idea. I think I'm probably given a wrong answer, but I like to play along and I like to try to guess because that's just the fun of the game because it's all for fun. It's just for bragging rights. So it's nice to try. So I gave an incorrect answer, which means Ark wins again. So everybody in the chat, congratulate Ark Wildman's survival. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Very fun. And even though he has already won the first two categories, we still play all three because we're just playing for fun and bragging rights. And you never know, I might do a little bit better in the third one. Probably not, but it's fun to always try. And it lets me learn a few things now and then. So, Mr. Ark, what is your third and final category?
It's one we should both know well. Southern foods.
Okay. Are you in the South or were you raised in the South? Tell me your connection with Southern foods, pretty please.
Now, I'm from Arkansas. Just right
You
above you.
Okay, I didn't realize that. For some reason, I was thinking maybe you were in Canada or you were up north. My mother's parents were from Arkansas. They met while going to Washita Baptist. I almost said university. It was college back when they met and married because they went there during the Great Depression. And they both became teachers. My grandfather was also a football coach for a while. And then they crossed the border into Louisiana and finished their life in their teaching there. And it wasn't until my mother graduated from college and met my dad that they moved down to New Orleans. So, a lot of times people will be so surprised when they hear me that I don't have a Cajun accent, that I don't have a Creole accent, that I'm just a boring Southerner. But you kind of talk like your parents, and people always say that I sound more like Northern Louisiana or even a little bit Arkansas, just because that was where my mother was raised. Okay, so Southern foods, you get to start first.
Cracklings.
Yum. Okay, I'm going to say ambrosia.
Pickle pig's feet.
Okay, I'm going to say smothered pork chops.
Cornbread.
Greens.
Let's see. Livers.
Delicate little pimento cheese sandwiches.
Fatback.
Still going with delicate sandwiches, I'm going to go with a little cucumber sandwich.
Squirrel.
Okay. Um, I'm going to say um, venison, which is what we call deer down
Yeah.
here.
Rabbit. Fried rabbit.
Okay. We have a delicate ladies' dessert that we eat at a ladies' brunch or lunch called petit fours.
Jambalaya.
Oh, we're going from Southern into Cajun. Okay, we can do that. I'm going to say étouffée,
Uh, Boiled crawfish.
gumbo.
Blackened catfish.
I'm going to say deviled eggs,
Pickled beets.
alligator,
Turtle.
oysters,
Frog legs.
shrimp,
Artichokes.
Creole tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes.
Oh, yum. Okay. Sugarcane.
Squash dressing.
Hi, Michael. And hi, Carla, if you're also watching with Michael. Okay, let's see. What else? Hush puppies.
Pecan pie.
Bananas Foster.
Barbecue coon.
Red velvet cake.
Mississippi mud cake.
Mississippi mud pie.
Southern fried onion rings.
Chicken fried steak.
I love me some chicken fried steak. Southern fried chicken.
Fried okra.
Pickled okra.
Well, it looks like even though we haven't asked the audience, they are just raring to tell their answers. So I'm going to start spending some of my Ask the Audience just so I can let them participate. And Mighty Mike has given the great answer of sweet potato pie. So I'm going to use my Ask the Audience just so I can give his answer.
And I'll use one too from Renee, grits.
I love grits with shrimp, especially. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with this is making me so hungry. Key lime pie. Hello, Lisa M Adventure Time. Welcome, welcome. The topic is Southern foods. The previous
Strawberry.
two topics with Ark Wildman were medicinal plants and then animals with fur that are sold commercially. So we've had some fun and totally different topics than we've ever had before.
Strawberry freezer jam.
I'm going to say strawberry shortcake.
Corn nuggets.
Okay, corn pone.
Fried rattlesnake.
Okay, hog's head cheese. My answer was hog's head cheese. So sorry if I'm buffering.
I heard you. I was just thinking of another one.
Oh, okay. Oh. And you still have
uh,
some Ask the Audiences left. Hi, Mary. Hi, Catherine Mary. Welcome, welcome. I've been worried about you and Jim. I hope y'all are okay and that y'all are well and healthy. Thank you so much for tuning in.
au gratin potatoes.
Oh, yum. I'm going to say andouille, which is a type of sausage that's used in gumbo and jambalaya and lots of both Cajun and Creole cooking.
Poke salad and scrambled eggs.
And I'm going to also go with another type of sausage called boudin. And boudin is a blood sausage, and it's made with coagulated pig's blood as the binder. Well, you can learn plenty about Southern food here. I got to tell you, Lisa, I knew nothing about Minions, but I learned from Victoria. And I didn't know very much about fur that was sold, and I learned it tonight. It's so fun to get to learn new topics. And that's one of the things I love about this game show. And if anybody is not already subscribed, Samantha Sessions is dropping the link for Ark Wildman. He is a fount of knowledge. And we go back to him for his next answer. So far, he is beating me 2 categories to 0, but who knows? I may make a comeback. But we are really 2 Southerners, so therefore we are on even playing field for this one.
Uh, have you said lemon meringue pie?
I have not. I said key lime.
Okay.
So you are good. I'm going to say pastalaya. For those of y'all who aren't familiar with Cajun and Creole cooking, pastalaya is a lot like jambalaya, but instead of rice, it's made with pasta.
Hot links.
Yum. I'm going to say biscuits. Now, granted, in my area, we do more croissant and beignets, but generically in the South, it's more of a biscuit kind of a place.
I'm going to say purple hull peas.
My grandfather, in his backyard, planted something he called muscadine, which I believe is a southern variety of the grape.
Mm-hmm. Muscadine wine and jelly is good, and pie as well.
My grandmother would make it into jelly.
Possum grape is also another good one.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to use an ask the audience because they are spitting out pearls of wisdom. Some of these we have said, some of these we haven't. I'm going to go back to Mighty Mike, and he's saying Southern macaroni and cheese. That is one of my favorites. Even just at the church's chicken, that is my go-to side dish of choice with my chicken.
Fried peanuts.
Ooh, good one. And I'm going to go ahead and use my third Ask the Audience so I can take Samantha Sessions' answer of turnips. I don't personally eat turnips, but I do know them to be a Southern food.
Chicken and dumplings.
Oh, yum. That's a good one. Well, let's see. What else have we not said? We have said so much and going back and forth and back and forth. Let me think. I hate to say I'm stumped, but I might be. We have so many specialty foods here in New Orleans, it sometimes blocks my mind from what they eat in other parts of the South. Um, Trying to think. I think since I have used all my Ask the Audience, that I'm going to have to admit I am stumped, which means that Ark Wildman wins 3-0. So everybody in the chat, congratulate Ark Wildman. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! And of course, the best way to congratulate him is by leaving him a comment in some of his videos, some of his lives. Congratulate him on winning Battle with Belle. Let him know that you found his channel from Southern Belle. And that way you can help him in order to get more comments because more comments help. And you can get more traffic and more popularity to his channel. And don't forget to subscribe as well. And even when this broadcast is over, I implore you, pretty please, to leave me some comments. That way YouTube will share it out and I can expand my audience as well. So thank you so much for playing, Ark. Remind everybody of your show schedules on your channel so that they can have it fresh in their mind and they can tune in for your karaoke and for your church service.
uh, live karaoke Friday nights at 8 o'clock, and church in the Wildwoods at 9:45 on Sunday.
Wonderful. Thank you ever so much for coming on the show. It was super fun, and I learned a few things too.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. And now I got to go eat something.
I was going to say, you have made my stomach start growling. Well, thank you again, and I hope to see you back again someday.
Well, thanks for having me, and God bless.
God bless you. Bye bye. And if you've been watching this telecast thinking it would be fun to play, I could do that, I'd like to try that, then let my mods know in the chat. And we can drop a link for you if you want to try to play tonight. If you'd like to be scheduled for a future episode, we can absolutely schedule you if you want some time to think about your categories or make some lists. If you want to be able to shout it out to your friends and followers, but if there's anybody who would like to spontaneously play tonight, we can absolutely do that. The mods will drop the link. I find it super fun to just pick people spontaneously and see who wants to play. I do ask that you be G-rated and family friendly, that you keep it clean, because there are moderators who watch with their kids and their families. And so I want to keep it clean and pure for them and also for us, because we, even as adults, we could say awful things if we wanted to, but why not treat ourselves to entertainment that is clean and family friendly? So Samantha is dropping the StreamYard link. If you'd like to play, there's the link that you can drop. While we're waiting to see if anybody would like to play, I'm going to have a round of mystery gifts. Sometimes they're mystery boxes, sometimes they are mystery cylinders. You never know what shape it's going to be. And I was so excited when Victoria said that she had something she does similarly. Although it sounds like hers is her own show, and mine is just a little fun intermission round during my game show. So these are going to be available for $5. Buy it now, and you can add these to invoices, or you can start an invoice. Hello, Angela. Welcome, welcome. So if anybody is interested in one of these mystery gifts, you can let the moderators know. It's available for $5, and here's how it works. It will get added to your ongoing invoice, or you can start an invoice, and you can have it sent to you sight unseen, or you can open it in front of the entire chat and see what you got. It is one item, and it is guaranteed to have a retail price of $5 or more. So we'll see if anybody is interested. We usually play this in between every contestant, and I somehow accidentally forgot in between Victoria and Ark Wildman. But I looked down and realized I had my tote of wrapped up goodness right here. So we'll see if anybody is interested. If not, we can pass. Also, if you're interested in playing spontaneously tonight, Samantha dropped the link, and she'll keep dropping the link in case somebody wants to spontaneously volunteer. I also want to remind everybody that tomorrow at 2 p.m., Senate voted for the theme Southern Scents by Southern Belle. So we will have lots of fabulously scented items, everything from lotion to scrubs to hand soap, air freshener, wax melts, essential oil, dryer sheets. So you name it, it'll be there. And of course, we will have fragrances, we'll have shampoos, deodorant, masks. Well, thank you so much for the endorsement, Victoria. So Well, let's see who we have popping in here.
Oh,
It's my moderator,
hello.
Canadian Girl Renee. Welcome, welcome.
Hello. I just thought of a category. So I was sitting here
Great.
thinking for like 5 minutes, so I thought of something.
Only
Name.
5 minutes out of the whole hour and 20 minutes of the show? I would have thought you were thinking from the moment the show started.
I
Oh,
was, because I
I'm
was
just
flying
teasing.
answers through my
I'm
head.
just teasing you, sweetie.
Um, Characters from Jim Henson Studios. Names of his Muppets.
Okay. So, in case there's anybody new watching, which I think we have several new people watching, tell everybody about yourself and then about your YouTube channel. And that'll give Samantha time to find your link and start dropping it.
My channel is like a little vlog channel. There might be some reselling coming soon eventually when I get some more time. Maybe some jewelry soon. But right now I have my mom's Paris spring scrapbook on there that she worked on. And I have my recent little garden video of my flowers outside. It's not like the best garden in the world, but it's like something.
It's beautiful. And for those of you who may not know, Renee is also a fantastic cook. So she also has some great foodie type videos. Her lasagna is an amazing one.
Okay, yes. I have my lasagna video, I have a chili recipe on there, and I also have apple pie.
Okay, wonderful. So Samantha will start Canadian Girl Renee's link, and she has a great category of Jim Henson's Muppet characters. So let's start. You get to go first. And even Victoria thinks it's a good one.
Miss Piggy.
Okay. I'll go with her boyfriend, Kermit the Frog.
Gonzo.
Um, I believe there was one that was just called Animal.
Yes. Fonzie. The bear, Fuzzy. I think that's his name. Yeah,
Okay.
Fonzie.
There was a Swedish chef.
Yes. There was also an eagle. He's kind of like
Okay. And he gave the news, I believe.
Yep.
I'm going to say Gonzo.
I think I said Gonzo.
Oh, did you say Gonzo? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Oops, an accidental duplication. So, therefore, Renee wins. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Everybody in the chat, congratulate Renee. I got so distracted, I accidentally gave an accidental duplication. Welcome, Simpsons Jewelry Channel. Nice to meet you. Okay, what will the second category for tonight be?
Hanna-Barbera characters. So, like, characters from the
Okay,
Flintstones and
you
Hanna-Barbera
get to go
cartoons.
first.
Fred Flintstone.
Wilma Flintstone.
Barney Rubble.
Betty Rubble.
Dino.
I'm going to say Bam Bam.
Pebbles.
Um, Mr. Jetson.
Rosie.
Oh, hi, Lisa. It's a pleasure to meet you. Okay. I think there was a Mrs. Jetson, right?
Yep. He's
Okay.
by LA.
Okay, good. Let's see. Um, was Mighty Mouse a Hanna-Barbera um character?
Let me see. Hey Siri, was Mighty Mouse a Hanna-Barbera character? No, it wasn't. It was
Rats.
created by
Okay.
Terry Toon Studio.
I see. Okay. So that means my answer was incorrect, and Renee had another quick win. So hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray to Renee! Everybody in the chat, congratulate Renee. She is off to a 2-0 win. What will be your third category for tonight?
How about Looney Tune characters?
This is probably the part where I ask you, what's the difference in Looney Tunes versus Hanna-Barbera? But I will keep trying to guess. You get to go first.
The difference is they're two different companies, Belle. One was produced by
Okay.
Hanna-Barbera, and the other one was produced by Warner Brothers. So it's two
Okay.
different
I
films.
guess it's kind of like the difference in Pixar and Walt Disney.
Yep.
Okay.
Bugs Bunny.
Roadrunner?
Riley E. Coyote.
Um, Yosemite Sam?
Sylvester.
Popeye?
Popeye wasn't Warner Brothers.
Okay, well, I am already wrong. So that makes Renee right. And we say hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! So Renee wins 3-0. Well, let me answer your question and say how we do this. You tuned in during the show, so that's why you were confused. I should have stopped Lisa to tell how this show works. Even though we're kind of at the tail end of it, we play a game, Lisa, called Last Word. So the guest gets to pick 3 categories one by one. And the way it works is the guest announces the category. So, for instance, if the category is condiments, then the guest might say mustard, and I will say mayonnaise. The guest will say honey mustard. I'll say soy sauce, and we'll go back and forth until one of 3 things happens. Either until one of us is stumped, until one of us gives a accidental duplication, or until one of us just gives a wrong answer. And to help things along, we do get 3 Ask the Audiences. And when we ask the audience, that's when the audience gets to shout out their own answers. And we will take one of those answers as our own. So I hope that explains it. Thank you so much for coming up to play tonight. I also want to thank my guest contestants tonight. Adventures with Victoria and Ark Wildman. If anybody would like to be a contestant in a future episode, you can let me know. You can comment in this video. You can send me an email. My email is in the corner of the screen. You can also send me a Discord message. The invitation to my Discord, which has a sweet Southern theme, is always located in the description of all of my videos. And let me remind you that my pop-up auction is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is the Viewer's Choice auction. And the theme that the viewers decided on for this week is Southern Sense with Southern Belle. So I hope everybody will be able to join me at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, where we will have fragrances, gift sets, scented lotion, scented hand wash, scented lip balm, scented candles, scented dryer sheets, scented wax melts, scented essential oils, and so much more. So I say, laissez bon temps.